article that's been going on for weeks. What do you think of all this?
I don't know because when I see these, I instantly send them to you because I'm so confused. Because also, in the past couple of weeks or so, they've announced new talent at BravoCon, and one of them is our friend Looney Lou. Looney
Looney
Louie,
Lou.
Louis Ruelas is going to be making an official appearance. So to me, it's like they have to be doing something with Teresa and Louis. And are they, you know, I'm not shocked. This seems like it's a Bravo insider, like someone that actually works for Bravo, giving this leak, right? Again, I don't know that to be fact, but it just the article kind of alludes to that. So is it that Teresa and Louis, like you've said, are getting their own spinoff? I just can't see them letting go. And I don't know. I think the tax stuff is fascinating, but so what do you think? You believe it, right? You
I've believed it for a while. Like, there's so many crazy things. RHONJ is recast around Marge. Marge the Saj is the star, and Melissa can never be the star. I really look. I don't see them getting. Look, Andy loves Teresa, but I mean, he also loves Ramona, and he loves Sonia, and he loves Luann, and they don't got a job at the network these days. Um, I don't see her on RHONJ, and I just don't see her on her own spinoff. So I don't know.
really?
Well, I don't see them letting her go either. I don't see a spinoff about the life of Teresa and Louie. I don't think they want to
Well,
work with Looney Lou. I don't think they want to hear about the taxes. I don't know what Teresa can do. Become the next Teresa's meatballs top chef style in Jersey, and who's the best Italian cook. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think they want to do something with her, but I don't think it's RHONJ, and I don't think it's with Looney Lou. By the way,
Well,
Katie
it has,
Janela,
okay, I have to argue with you because it has to be with Looney Lou. Otherwise, there's no way they would bring him to BravoCon, which is really sets the tone for the next year. So
well,
that can't be true because if they really wanted to distance themselves, you think Kelly Dodd and Rick are ever going to be featured no, okay? So,
honey.
like they must want Louis. They must if they're in limbo about what they're going to do with them, they're throwing him a bone and he's appearing. I don't know. I look this article said, which I to me I think is stupid by Bravo, but the article goes on to say, oh, we know that the tree huggers, she has these diehard fans. She has more fans than Melissa and Joe.
Still, because a lot of people hate the animal across the river these days.
I think she does. And they
You
said,
do.
oh, Bravo knows they're going to get backlash, but they're just going to deal with it. I don't know. I mean, look, they are settling. Bravo is settling for extremely low ratings. We saw, I mean, RHOA, Atlanta had some of the lowest ratings of all
What
time.
about M?
Well,
MMM?
Miami, I mean, you and I get more down. We say that all the time. I would stick with that. I would show anybody my numbers. We might get more downloads in a month than they do. It's so bad.
Might. I mean, I know what your numbers are, sweetie. You get them. Also,
I
but can I just
know.
point something in your BravoCon theory? I hear ya. I hear ya. But what about the fact that right now Kenya's not on the list, but Miss Janella, Miss Juicy Janella, Katie is on the list for BravoCon, and someone just asked her on. Oh, we got to talk about that RHOC
Oh, there's so
is
much there. It's so
you
good.
realize, I mean, is RHOC about to be RHONJ? Are we going to have the RHOC toxic pause like RHONJ did? Because I don't see how RHOC right now is any less toxic on air and on social media has gone insane. But Katie Janela, someone just said, are you still going to BravoCon, girl? And she's like, I'm on the list. Now, maybe they fired her and canceled her. But Katie Janela says, as of a couple
Katie's a
days ago,
liar, though. Katie's a liar. Who knows
that's
if
what they
she's going to
say.
be at BravoCon? Once your friend Amir came out, and I find Amir to be credible. I think, look, I'm amazed. People are completely Team Katie. Like people love her. I mean, they want Gina and Emily gone. That these two are bullies. Everybody, Tamara, the rat. Everyone's always. I mean, the rat's been a bully since season one, so that's like nothing new. People have gone back and said Gretchen Rossi lied. She actually took a lie detector test on marriage boot camp and
Yes,
went
yes,
on and she said, oh,
yes.
I've never taken one. To me, like Katie flunked that so hard. Uh,
which we think is fake now. We saw that on the TV. And I think to your point, well, first of all, I do think RHOC is as toxic as RHONJ. So, but you know what I think?
okay.
Well, yes, I agree with everything you just said. It's like people are Team Katie, not everyone, but it's she lies, but they all lie. People want pedant. I
Fair
mean,
enough.
they're all lying. Yes, Gretchen, we have now found out some information. First of all, she says she never went to the hospital. Then she says she did. Right. She said that she never took a lie detector test. And now, because you guys, the Ropers and the Frasiacs, you guys are good. They go back and they find from 2014 marriage boot camp. She's there with Slade. Apparently, it's the same lie detector guy, stenographer, whatever the fuck it's called, not video, whatever the fuck it's called. The same guy that's giving stenographers and a polygrapher, Jesus fucking Christ. The same guy is the one that gave, so she doesn't even, Gretchen, you don't remember you actually sat with the same guy? I mean, I know it was a long time ago, girl. So Gretchen's lied about that. She has taken a lie detector test. That is correct. And, yeah, people are not they're not so happy with all these people. They're all lying. You know who I think has turned out to be a great housewife? Because I gotta
Ooh.
this look, you got rid of Robin, R.I.P. Miss Dixon, we love you. Giselle has been whole. We gotta get rid of Simpson. Gina Kirschenheiter is really good. I find her, she's
Yeah,
doing these interviews and she's like, look,
I love
I'm
Gina.
gonna be, I find Gina not to be a liar, actually. I find her just to be honest. And she's like, look, she's like, I gotta be honest with you. I sat there the whole season and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I mean, this naked, wasted 12 years ago, I wasn't here. I'm sitting there trying to the history. I mean, bringing in Gretchen was a really smart idea, I feel. And then Gina's like, look, I know you saw this lie detector thing. That's the reality Von Teese about it. She's like, let me be very clear. I'm standing by this. Our finale is so shocking that I don't even understand where I am with these women. I don't understand where anyone is with anyone. Gina and they're all out there still playing up this crazy finale that just changes the game. But that's kind of what happened in New Jersey with Dolores's Last Supper. Are we going to go on pause? But to your point, Sarah, we rebooted Roni and that was a disaster. I mean, the fucking thing is nowhere. Nobody's asking for Roni.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Atlanta,
it though. You're gonna get it at Bravo, even if you don't want it.
oh, Jesus, I don't want it. And then,
So
Atlanta,
fun.
we knew not to reboot. So maybe they, look, we didn't reboot Atlanta because in New York, maybe we learned a lesson from New Jersey. Hey, it's 2 years later. We still don't know what to fucking do. And we have to announce something at BravoCon. We're no better than if we just fucking rolled camera 10 years ago. So maybe, I don't think we're going to get a pause. But I do think maybe, do you think we're going to have a New Jersey style toxic dark pause with OC? Because according to Gina and all the
No,
cast, when it ends, they don't know what to do. It's all shocking, just like New Jersey. No?
no, I don't think we're getting any pause anymore. I think New Jersey was a whole nother level. You had the men almost coming to blows.
Hmm.
You had envelopes of, accusations. You always have this kind of mob-like undertone with it. I think it's a different type of toxicity. You have, you've got family that basically, what was so shocking about the RHONJ pause 2 years ago was the fact that really Melissa and Joe and Teresa hadn't really were not. Now you knew this as a real insider, but for myself and a lot of us, they really hadn't spoken in 10 years. They really hated each other for a long time and really faked it for the show. That was kind of what was so shocking. And nobody from RHOC is making these declarations of I'll never film with this person again. You had Melissa, Trey, all making those. It was a different type of talk.
Tom and our Ariana Maddox. So look at that show that got canceled. I think they learned. You're
Levis,
right.
if Levis had come back and told her side of the story and actually been on TV, we may still have a VPR going. So I think it's a different type. I think RHOC doesn't miss a beat. Does Katie come back? I don't know. And look at RHOP. We thought RHOP was on pause because that, quite frankly, didn't have great ratings last season either. Doesn't matter. We're going. We've picked up Monique. I mean, Monique. It's not like Monique hasn't said horrible things about Bravo too. Doesn't like
Ah,
Andy. I mean, if you all recall, the last time Monique Samuels was at a reunion, she basically came out and said that the producers lied, put her at a hotel in New Jersey, away from a cheap hotel, away from the other women, like kept her in the dark, made her show up late so she would be quote unquote late and holding people up. I mean, basically accused them of just sheer fuckery. And now she's back. Like, I mean, I think what they've learned finally is these legacy franchises and even RHOP, which is going into its 10th season, they cannot reboot them. People don't, New York has been such a colossal failure, even though I think they're going to keep shoving that down our throats regardless. Um, it's been such a colossal failure. I think they have to go with some of these faces that you know, otherwise, it just won't work. Rhode Island may
I
work
agree.
if it's like Salt Lake. If we have this friend group that turns out to be smart, willing to sacrifice friendships, merit, everything that Barlow and Heather and Whitney are willing to do, then we may have a new hit on its hands. But these old shows, RHOA, I mean, what a joke without Kenya. What a joke. Like, Kenya, no Nini. I mean, are we really going to? I think they're going to bring that back, I guess, with
It's
and it's
it's
just going to be
filming that
sad.
right now.
There you
The
go.
cast from last season. We're adding K Michelle and Pinky. Pinky Cole is her name. To your point, let's get into the RHOP trailer. We haven't talked about it. It's 2 weeks old, but by the way, it's kind of like, yeah, it's like you and I. Like I air